Hey, my worthy tribe. Good morning. So, yesterday I did a video on the benefits of having a real estate portfolio apart from the capital appreciation, which everybody kind of, hammers on. And, a client called me and, he was asking some questions like, how will he, as a business person, you know, put money in real estate when he needs that money to do his business. So I was like, okay, I'm sure this may be a question in the minds of some of you. So I decided to do a continuation video of yesterday's on so that I can help you create a path on how you can do your business, make your business a going concern, at the same time also invest in real estate. Okay, some time ago, a friend of mine is a businessman. He deals in cars. So I talked to him about buying a property. And he was like, Benny, you want me to go and buy property for that amount? I can easily put this money in a car and, I can use it to do my business and turn it over 100 times in the next 3 months. You're telling me land is going to appreciate in 2 years' time in this one. Like that money can give me much more than the land can in a shorter period. Well, that's true, but he's looking at his business from a very, very shallow perspective. And I'm sure some of you share his thoughts. I'm sure some of you think the same way that, okay, for example, if what you have is 10 million you're using to run your business, and I have a property worth 5 million for you to buy, then you're not saying, I will not take my 10 million, I will not take 5 million out of my capital to run my business, to buy a property. How much is the property giving me at, like, right now in the interim before it will appreciate and all that? So I want to help you design a pattern which you can use as a business person to keep your business as a going concern and also to acquire a real estate portfolio. So, firstly, as a businessman, you should be paying yourself a salary, right? You should, as a prudent businessman, you should not just like, okay, every profit you make is for expenses, for all that. After all the expenses, you should have something you pay yourself at the end of the day. And by proxy, you should also have a savings. Every business person should have a savings, no matter how capital intensive your business is. It's not wise for you to invest all your capital inside the business. You should have a backup fund somewhere just in case something happens. Okay, yesterday I told you that I worked in the bank before. Hey, I've also done business before. I've done manufacturing before. So I'm not just saying it like as a consultant to you. I'm saying it from personal experience. One of the things that made my business crumble was that I didn't have a backup fund when the crisis came. So I couldn't, cushion the effect, and I had nowhere to get money from. So somehow I crumbled. So I said that to say this, that it's very imperative that you should have a backup fund. It's called a security fund somewhere in case of any emergency, somewhere you can run to. So now that's your security fund. You should be funding it every month from the returns of your business. Some of you will say the money I have is barely enough to run the business. There's no money that is ever enough. If your capital increases from 10 million to 100 million, it will still not be enough. So with whatever you have to make do with, make sure that you have a security fund somewhere. You're paying yourself some salary and you plan your life around what you're being paid. So now from that your salary that you're keeping some savings, you can now decide to buy land. Sometimes the savings may not be so much. You understand? Okay, you have to pay your kids' school fees, you have to pay your house rent, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that, but you still have to have some level of savings. So whatever you're saving, you can take part of it and do an initial deposit. For example, I have 3 estates I'm selling currently. I'm selling the Meridiana estate in Ketuepe. I'm selling the Ivory Grove at Eleko, and then I'm also selling Frisco Green at Akudo in Ibejuleki. So now If you can start with a 30% down payment. So Meridiana is 2 million. So 30% of that is about 600,000, right? So if you can drop 600,000 and give yourself 1 year, whatever you pay yourself at the end of the month, you can decide to discount some money to service that. So for in that way, you're not touching your business capital. Your business is still going on. And another benefit that you will have, if after 1 year you are done paying and you paid all your development fee and all that, and you get the land, like I said yesterday, if you want to scale your business, most times scaling your business, you cannot bootstrap it. You can't. Getting to the next level of your business, you always need external help. And anybody, any business person that wants to give you a loan, especially a bank that wants to give you cheap loan, and you must have a collateral. They will not take your cars that you are selling as collateral. They will not take the stock in your shop as collateral. Very few microfinance banks will do that. They will not take it, but they will take the land that you've paid over time as collateral. So as a wise business person, you should consider having a real estate portfolio. It has immense benefits. So now, if for example, you are saving some money and you save that 2 million, inflation will eat into that money. As naira is being devalued and all that, 2 million of yesterday, of 2 years ago, is not the same strength as 2 million of today. But if you have kept that 2 million in land 2 years ago, the value will not be 2 million today. It must have gone up. So land is one thing that inflation does not eat up, which is why most financial institutions will take only landed property as a collateral. So if you want to start your journey of owning real estate that can help you, this part of helping your business. You see all this multinational that banks give money to, is because they have real estate to back it up. There are 5 C's of credit, and collateral is the most important of all. There is credibility, there is other C's of it, but that collateral of the 5 C's is the most important, because the banks are also in business. In case of a default, they don't want to be like, commending the whole thing to God's hand. They want to get their money back. And the easiest way they'll be able to get it is from real estate. So go ahead, call me. Don't say that you're a business person, you need all the money you have. No, you should also make provision for investing some in a real estate portfolio. So go ahead and call me. I will walk you through it. I will show you how to achieve it at the same time keeping your business intact. I remain Benny Salubio Poroza, officially the Kalisi of Lagos Realty, and I'm waiting for you. Thank you.